viewers to the GLCP community interview times, and today we are here with the honorable guest Varshini ma'am. I welcome you ma'am. I hope you are feeling great to be here.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, sure. That's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, that's great ma'am. So today we will be having a wonderful session with you. So let's start with a quick introduction about you. So instead of saying me about you, I would like to know from you itself two lines about you ma'am. Then we'll go ahead with our questions.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Very good evening to you all. I'm so happy to be a part of this publication, and this is my fifth live author interview session. So I'm so happy to be a part here. And I'm Sri Vashni. I'm from India, from Tamil Nadu. My native is Kodaikanal. So I have completed my MA BEd and MPhil in English literature in Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. So basically, I'm a poet, a writer, and a published author, and I have proudly published 7 solo poetry books till now. Yeah. And I have received many national and international awards apart from this. Thank you.
I think Maronessa is facing some technical issues.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Please tell me about your achievements.
Audible?
Yes, you are audible. Okay, Maronessa, please ask.
Yes. So our first question is when did you write when did you thought that you will be a writer? When did you realize that you will be a writer?
Actually, at the beginning, I used to write poems when at the completion of my PG holidays. So, actually, during my completion PG holidays, there was the quarantine period. So, usually, I used to have a lot of time to think and write. So I used to get a lot of time at that time. So, when I could see, I just started to write.
Piyush sir, I think you have some problem. So mute yourself. Just a minute, ma'am. We are facing some problems, I think.
Okay, no issues.
Yeah, now it's better. You can.
Okay. So actually, during my COVID holidays and the completion of my PG holidays, I just tried to write a 4 lines haiku style poem at the beginning. So I never thought that I'm gonna writer or I'm gonna published author and I'm not going to receive any awards or like something. So I just motivated myself and started to write just a 4-line haiku style poem. So after that poem, I once I gave it to many competitions. So at the beginning, I was rejected that my poem was not receiving a positive comment or a perfect one. So I never discouraged myself, and I used to start write continuously, and have started to rectify my own mistakes in that poem. And then I used to write 6 lines, and then 10 lines, and a perfect poem of 4 stanza with 16 lines. So after sometime I used to write mostly in the early morning before my class starts. So once I start writing continuously, so I can get a real flow of my writing, and my inner spirit have kept me to become a great author today.
That's great. That's great to know. It was really a very wonderful thing that you have corrected yourself after being rejected. Many people go think that now let's just quit. It's not happening, but you just tried it again. That's really good, ma'am. Appreciable.
Yes,
Nice to hear that. So our next question is, Yeah, ma'am. Next question is, when did you write your first composition and how old were you?
So,
I think you have
uh,
already answered it, but still, how old were you at that time?
it was in 2020 my first book was published. So I'm 23 years old when my book was published. So actually, when I gave my first book to first publication, I composed my book and I edited my book and checked previously, and I included everything and gave it to a publication. But unfortunately, that book was not published and got delayed many times, and it was continuously. I got a rejection mail for 2 times and all. So when I tried the publication for third time, and it never got any response like that. So actually, when I composed my first book, I named that book as Young Sprouts. So I just kept it apart. I actually, as it rejected continuously. Then I have composed my second collection of my poems into a book, and I have gave it to a publication for the Life World community publication. So that book was published before the Young Sprouts. So first book was Foliage Twigs, and my second book was Young Sprouts, and both book was published under the difference of 1.5 months. So yeah, ma'am, I can't hear your voice. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, it was mute. So yeah, great to know your wonderful answers. And the next question is from, what would you say is your interesting trait? Like what type of genres you usually write, and you will love to be say, yeah.
Actually, at the beginning, I used to write only haiku style poem as I before said, ma'am. So whatever the topic has given, I used to write a haiku style poem or just a 2 line stanza. So and then once I get motivated myself, I used to start love to write epic poems, ma'am. Just it was a lengthy epic. So it's my first epic poem was about 30 stanzas with I love my country and my friendship is great with 30 stanzas, and my recent epic poem is about launch of Chandrayaan 3 months. So it was about 45 stanzas.
Wow, that's really great. Proud to know Chandrayaan 3, and that is really great. We would love to listen to it, and whenever we get time, definitely we will post in our platforms too. We would love to listen it.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So next, how long does it take you? How long does it take you to write, and what is your real life work schedule like when you are writing? Some writers will be having the schedule will be fixed, like I should write only for 1 hour, I should like 30 minutes, or what will be your schedule when you are writing a book?
So actually, uh, it was completely changed when I used to write at the beginning. So when I start to write haiku style poem, I used to write only 2 weeks per day. So sorry. Sorry, yeah, 1 week per 2 poem like that I used to write. But once I got myself motivated, I used to start writing regularly a poem for a day. So actually, my basic life is really is a complete tight schedule, and so, most of my friends are asking that how can you manage everything like that they are asking. So I used to wake up early morning 5. Actually, I used to wake up 5 in the morning. So I'm having 5:30 to 7:30 a coaching class center through via online. So after that, I used to get ready to college at 8 o'clock. So I will be back at evening 6 o'clock, and I used to write a poem again in the evening. And then my coaching class continues at 7, and it will be end at 9. And in day between, I have to manage everything. So actually, that was a complete life schedule for me. So I used to write poem in the year before my class begins at 5:30 a.m. I used to wake up 5 in the morning and write a poem, and then I start into the class as a fresh mood. So I thought that my mood will be very fresh in the morning, and I can gather many points like while writing. And I'm so proud that I can complete a 30 stanza epic poem at 10 minutes. Ma'am.
Wow, it's really great. That's good to know that the dedication is very important and that dedication is found in you. Great, ma'am. Can you describe your writing space? Already, I think this is already discussed by you. Already, you have answered this answer by saying that this schedule is fixed and all your dedication. So, already this you have answered. So, let's move on to the next question. What are your favorite books to read?
Yeah, actually,
Favorite book?
I used to read some thriller books, ma'am. Thriller and suspense books. So I used to, there are many books. My favorite are three books. The first book is The Silent Patient novel by Alex Michaelis, ma'am. So that was the very first thriller book, and I have completed for reading more than 3 times that whole novel. So my second favorite is The Guest List by Lucy Foley, author, and my third book is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, author. So these are my most favorite novels, and I always used
Great.
to read suspense novels and thriller and like that.
Yeah, that's it. Even I can say this matches between us. Even I also read, and I read in Kannada. So one of the novel is there, Vichitravada Bhavachitra. That is in Kannada book. So yeah, I am reading that still. It's so much. I am interested in thrilling things and all. What happens next? That makes a very good thrill to read. Yeah, it's great, ma'am. Great to know.
Yeah,
So where are your creations have been published? So any publication you would like to name? I think one publication you recently mentioned, but still any one or two which you have published your books.
yes. My first publication is Life for Community publication, and second, I have approached that Young Sprouts, that my TWE publication on the Writing Ethics publication, and third book I have given it to Thoughts of Literarian. My book name is Thoughts of Literarian. It was published under the Opus Colosseum TOC publication, and from the fourth book to the seventh book, all the books have been published under Life for Community publication.
Yeah, great, great to know. Lifeful publication. Okay. So where did you get the information or ideas for your books? Information or ideas you get for writing books?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my first book, first, second, and third book is completely like a collection of my poems, ma'am. I used to write poems to keep it safe, and once I was discussing this poem with my mom, and my mom told that why can't you publish a book for your own? So by using only your collection, it will be a nice idea. So she gave that idea for me, and then by searching a WhatsApp message, and I contact the publisher directly, and I first gave the book, and even I can receive a plagiarism mail confirmation, and then only I can proceed with the book. So like that, so first, second, and third is completely my collection of books. So after publishing a collection of books, so I think it will be completely bored to readers, and then I have tried my fifth solo poetry books with a thematic book, like the theme of my fifth solo poetry book is uh, there are so many tourist places in India with a very captive places. So I used to read about those tourist places and I write a poem, and I have published it as a tourist places in India as a poetic way. So that's my fifth solo thematic book. So sixth book is very special to me, and actually I haven't expected that I'm gonna publish my book as a sixth part. So actually last month, July 27 is my mom's birthday. So I have planned to surprise her something. So I don't know what to surprise her because things are that not that much effectively to mom. So I used to write poem and gave it to her for the last time. So let me do something as while I thought about this, so I got an idea. At one Sunday, I used to afternoon I have free myself and used to work with laptop regarding book. And actually, my sixth book title is Heartwarming Dedication to Mom's Birthday. So I have just planned to dedicate a book for herself. That will be a real memory for her. So my I have divided that book into three chapters. The first chapter is about how really a mom to be a child. What is the relationship in a mom and daughter? How to become a successful mom. So like that, I used to write for 23 pages. First chapter is completed with mom, and my second chapter, the title is Happiest Birthday to My Dear Mommy. So second chapter is about fully dedication to mom in a essay way. I used to uh, convey her the wishes through. Actually, my mother is a teacher in Pumbari Government High Secondary School. So, her successful role as a teacher, successful role as a mother and a family, I included in the second part. And my last is the 40 stanzas of an epic poem for my mom as a third chapter. I have write a poem and then published a book. That's my sixth solo book. That's a heartwarming dedication to mom's birthday. And my seventh solo book is about life or community publication only. So the topic is tourist places in Tamil Nadu as an poetic essay way. So it will contains both the essay and also a poem under that. So part one book is seventh solo poetry book, essay book. I think it's mute. Yeah. Ma'am, I think it's in mute, ma'am. I can't hear. Sorry. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I can't hear your voice. Ma'am, actually, I can't hear your voice. Yes, ma'am. It's Can I rejoin, ma'am?
There is a network issue, but ma'am is joining. And here, who all are viewing this video later as well, this is a small notice for each and every viewers that in GLCP community is live with streamer Varshini ma'am, and you can also come live with me or with any of our hosts soon. So if you want to join, kindly DM to our Instagram account, or you can even message on 7204031264, and you can book your interview as well. Am I audible, ma'am? Yeah, okay. There was maybe a technical issue.
Yeah, yes.
Am I audible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Let's go with the next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So our next question is, what does your family think about your writing?
So, is actually my best motivator to write poems is my mom. It is really I used to say it everywhere. Actually, during the COVID holidays itself, she is the only person to motivate me to write a poem. I used to read a lot of books during my school days itself. So, after I completed my school days, I went to hostel to complete my UG from Bishop Huber College, Trichy. I used to participate in all the essay competition and short story writing competition, but I have never entered the poetry world. So I am not having the hope at that time whether I will win or lose. So, but short story gave me a grand success, really. So I used to write many short stories and poems like that. So at the COVID holidays, at the PG completion holidays only, mom mentioned that why can't you try a poem? So you are writing short story very well and essay is also good, but why can't you try a poem? You can give a try. Like that, she motivated me. Actually, she told this and she went to school as usual. So when I was on holiday, I get my mom word deeper and I wrote a poem at just 6 lines, and she never expected that whether I will write a poem or not. So she is very happy about that. And then she read me, and she told some mistakes to correct, and that I used to correct like that. Then, so mom is very proud, and as a teacher, she used to see many people while she was traveling through her school and to home, and while seeing many people, and she while she introduces me first and all. Before itself, she used to call me and introduce her. She is my daughter. She has completed her education like that. But now she is mentioning that she is a poet and she is all India best writer. So she used to mention all my awards to them. So that makes me
Yeah.
really
A
happy.
proud moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
Great. That's good.
my sixth solo poetry book makes my mom really very happy. She haven't expected that really. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Great. That's the that you got and that the dedication you have. That's great to know, ma'am.
yeah.
So let's move on with the next question. You have received many awards. So can you just describe them? Some of them we would like to know. And if you can show your medals, trophies to us. All the viewers will be happy to see. Yeah.
Okay, just a second. Actually, I can show you my showcase with the collection of trophies.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
And
sure.
actually, it's totally a set of 85 trophies and 40 medals. So I just
Great fight
okay.
and 40 medals.
Yeah,
Not an easy job at all.
just a
Yeah.
second, ma'am. I'm changing the camera.
Wow, it's looking really pretty.
Yeah.
This is a call of, like, you can say, achievement full of wall achievements. You can say the wall of achievements you have in your home. Great, good.
Actually, and I used to mention important notice that during my school days, I won't study a lot, and I am just an average student during my school days. So I used to struggle a lot to study each and every day. So as mom was the teacher, she never leave me to until I got good marks. So I used to struggle a lot while studying, and none can believe that I can be in a good position right now. So these trophies and medals are really good answers for them, those who tolerate me really. So as a normal average child during my school days, I haven't received any awards and trophies or medals. So actually, that was really disappointing me. At when 2020, after my first publication, I used to send many poems to the public competition as well. And my first trophy I have received it 2020 at September 2nd. And now I'm still there. I'm having 85 trophies and 40 medals. So
Wow, great. 85 trophies and 45 medals. Years to go, years to get this, and only in 3 years, and you have got this 85 trophies and 40 medals. Not at all easy job. Really appreciation for you. That's a kudos to you. This is really great. Great to know.
so
So let's
my
go with
many
the
uh, some of my best awards. It's All India's Best Writer Award from Delhi, ma'am. So Penvision
wow.
Publication conductor and All India's Best Writers Award. Apart from that, Meritorious Star Awards, Sparkless Scribbler Award, and Jackie's Gold Star Award. And recently from AWC publication, I have won title Women of Super. Title of Super Women Writer publication season 3. So I have received a great trophy, and that's my biggest trophy. So I'm happy to show this with you. Just to say.
Yes. And let me tell all the viewers that ma'am is also going to participate in our award function, which is going to be with the 8th September. Yeah, this trophy is the one, the award which I'm speaking. So this is great. Really beautiful, beautiful.
Yes. So and here also they have
Beautiful.
mentioned that Super Women.
Yeah, great, great, great. Mystery Varshini is definitely. It's a great, great honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, I haven't expected that I will be the winner of this. Actually, the selection process of this award is there will be 1,100 writers to also apply for this award. So that team have always selected only 4 of them award winners, and those 4 they will gave a separate link to these 4 uh, to vote for a public to receive and to see a support for voters side. So I don't know how many vote I can receive, as I new to the writing community. I don't know about that, because my competitors were really a published writer and they can march ahead, so I can't use to approach them. And so many of my friends and family have not, some of them have not aware of this, and they haven't put any vote and all. So I used to put many posts in Instagram on my WhatsApp friends writing community itself, and the result is very shocking to me that I haven't expected that I have won such awards. So my total number of votes I have received for this award is 1,90,745 votes.
Small thing. There are like very, very big achievements actually. This is not a small thing. And actually, you have started from 2020 and it's just 2023 and you got those many awards and this many. This is really amazing. I have like this is a story that I'm getting from you is a new one. I am not that experienced, but definitely I have worked in different fields. That is a part. But when I'm hearing from you, I'm getting goosebumps at how it is. This is going to be really very great, ma'am. Good to talk with you. So let's
Thank you
go
so
with our
much.
next question. Very interesting question. So, can you give them one composition from your side? Okay, one poem. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
One composition of yours.
Oh,
Any 5 lines you can tell.
yeah, okay. Can I read out the best poem? Yeah, one of my.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, just a second, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready now. Yeah.
Yes, and we are also ready to.
The topic of poem is laugh and the world laughs with you, cry and you cry alone. So that's the title of the poem. Everyone is attracted by smiling and compliments. Everyone is alienated by crying and complaints. Everyone wants to be ever glad. No one prefers to be always sad. Be active, sure, you find many ways around you. Be lazy, you can't even see who is around you. Have wealth, even foe try have wealth, even foe will try to be a friend. Have nothing, even a friend will become a friend. Cranes are fond of lakes with wishes. Cranes are fond of lakes with wishes. Humans are fond of man with riches. Cranes don't stay in an empty pond. People don't entertain poor to bond. When you are feasting, you will have crowd. When you are fasting, you only to be proud. There are many to support you to live. There are many to support you to live, but there is no one to help you to live. So the life is yours completely. You can enjoy by yourself. Thank you.
Great, great. Good to know here, you ma'am. The reciting way is really beautiful. And we have last two questions.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes.
let's go ahead with this. So our next question is: so what will be your next book? Any
Okay.
book you are writing right now?
Yeah. My next eighth solo poetry book is about a short story book. I'm interested to publish a short story book, ma'am. So random scribblings of stories is my title of my eighth book. So I think that will inspire the readers, ma'am. It's
Yeah.
completely a motivational stories, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So, what type of the any you have any age group for certain age groups you write the poems and all, or it's like for everyone? The poems you dedicated to certain age, like only for the youngsters or for the age people, or any criteria you have?
Actually, for basically, I used to write poems for normal age groups, ma'am, like 18 to 25 or 25 to 30 youngsters. So, like that, I used to write poems. And these short story is completely for school students. For them, for their level, I have written one. They can also
Oh,
easily adapt my books and can read my understand. So, uh, during my first solo poetry book, Foliaged Weeks, I used to write only simple verses in that. And actually, now my before a month, I got this information from Bihar, and my from in an RPS school in Bihar, my poetry book was used to be taught as a subject book, allocated poetry. Yeah.
there is some voice connection, ma'am. Uh, yeah.
Uh, yeah, is this okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Actually, my first solo poetry book, Foliage Tweaks, was now taught as a subject book in Bihar, ma'am.
Wow, that's great. It's a great achievement. This actually recently when we have the interview with Piyush sir, have told this one like your writing should be published in one textbook is the great achievement. And now I am with a person who have already got this achievement. Really, it's great to me, and it's an honor to me to take your interview, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. This was all the questions we had, but definitely in future we will be having a great time with you. As we have seen, also attending our award, which is going to be there from GLCP. So
Yeah,
that
thank you.
definitely have Charles Dickens Award already you have got registered
Yeah,
to it,
yes.
and definitely you are going to see
Yeah,
everyone
thank
this
you.
award winner to get this thing. So I'm very excited to know. And even we have an international level competition. So
Yeah,
in that also we have open like drama, poetry, article, and even we have different genres, five different genres that will be converted into a book later and will be published in different websites, and we will
okay,
be
ma'am.
having a book of it.
Yeah,
So I not only the people who are already registered, the people who are viewing this video, we are all are inviting, GLCP team is inviting you all to this great event of GLCP. We are doing great with Varshini ma'am, and if you want to book your interview, you can DM me. And once again, I will repeat my number: 720-403-1264. I will put a caption with this. You can DM me for your interviews, and even to get more better opportunities to our community. Even we will be soon coming with our publishing book, and we will definitely approach ma'am, Varshini ma'am, to publish a book under our publication also.
Yeah,
So
sure,
it will
ma'am.
be a honor.
I'm awaiting. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
sure. So much for your time, ma'am. If you have any words to give for the viewers, you can definitely go ahead.
Actually, my best advice for all the young budding writers is to at the beginning they can't write very fluently, and they must try even 4 lines per day. And once we all came with a perfect proverb that practice makes a man perfect. So one must try continuously to give us success. So once their English has very well developed and they write the poems, they shouldn't stop it, and they should continue to reach more and more heights in the future. And all the very best to all my young budding writers. And I am awaiting to see so many poets through. Yeah.
Great, great, ma'am. Thank you so much. Beautiful advice, and everyone who are giving will definitely follow it. And thank you for joining us. Thank you, and hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much.
ma'am. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Ma'am, actually, last